I started my new job, so that's why I haven't had a lot of time on my hands because I've been working, I've been making that coin. I've only gotten one paycheck, okay? It's been like 3 weeks. So, I'm not making that coin yet. But you know what I mean? Like I've been trying to get my life together and be a normal functioning adult for one. I went to the bookstore with one of my friends and I got two books. I got Eileen by Otessa Mosfeg, and I got another book called Cleave the Sparrow by Jonathan Katz. In this book, I don't know anything about it. I just saw it. It looked interesting to me because it had nothing on the cover. It had no spine, and it had nothing on the back, and it just looks really weird and interesting. I don't know. We'll check it out. We'll read it. Apparently, it's supposed to be political satire. So that's cool. I got a library card. I haven't picked it up yet. I just signed up for it online. I was supposed to pick it up, but I actually have no time on my hands. Now that I'm thinking about this, I should have done this when I was unemployed. I should have gotten a library card when I was unemployed because then I had all the time in the world to go to the library. I got a new screen protector for my phone. It looks great. Every time I look at my phone, it looks like a brand new phone. Anyways, today I'm going to talk about some stuff that I've realized now that I've started working again. There's a really big difference between working when you're in school versus working when you're out of school. I no longer feel a pressure. I no longer feel a pressure from the future. You know, when you're in high school and college, people are constantly asking you, "Oh, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? What are you going to do after high school? What are you going to do after college?" And people just expect you to have all of these plans so far into the future. It is absolutely ridiculous because nobody can see that far into the future. If you told anybody in 2015 that there would be a pandemic 5 years from then, they would have laughed in your face. But look what happened, right? And if you told me in 2020 that despite everything that went down with Donald Trump, he would be president again, I would have laughed in your damn face. But look at where we are now. And God knows I don't know what's going to happen in 2030. So why do we expect teenagers who've never even experienced the world to understand what their 5 year plan is? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? I mean, it kind of makes sense because when you're a kid, your life is kind of divided up into chunks, right? You have middle school, you have high school, you got college, you have, you know what I mean? Like it's divided up into these neat little chunks. So you can think about it, you know? When you're a kid, it doesn't matter what happens. You always know that you're going to have a summer vacation. You always know that at some point you're going to have to take your SATs. You know what I mean? Like there's always those certainties. So actually, you know what? Scratch that. That's not even a certainty. In high school, I didn't have to take the SATs because of the pandemic. See what I mean? You can't predict the future, but you know what I mean? Like, I get it. Your life is divided up into these neat little chunks, so you're always thinking about the future. But now, there's no future. There's no chunk. There's no graduation. There's no summer vacation. There's no looming deadline. The closest thing I have to a looming deadline is tax season. And that's not even that fucking hard. I'm a W-2 employee. So who cares? I have nothing. I have no pressure. When I was in college, when you're in college, oh my God, there's so much fucking pressure. There's so much pressure every day. You're constantly having to think about the next. First of all, you have to get to class on time. Okay, it's not like in high school where you just show up at 8:30 a.m. and you're done. No, you have to get to every single class on time. It doesn't matter if it's in the same building or if it's in a building across campus. You got to get there on time. Then you gotta get to work on time. If you have a job, you have to make it to work on time in uniform and not get fired from that job. And then on top of that, you have to think about your assignments, right? You have to think about your homework. And then on top of that, you have to think about exams, right? You're trying to write a paper for one class and you're trying to study for a midterm for another class. And then on top of that, you're also having to think about like internships, volunteering, your career. Like, you need shit to put on your fucking resume. And then on top of that, you got to start thinking about like next semester's classes. You know, like, is there even going to be any room? Are you going to be on a wait list? And then on top of that, you have to think about, like, what are you going to do after college? Are you going to go to grad school? Are you going to get a real fucking job? Are you going to live in your mom's house and make YouTube videos like an idiot? What are you going to do after college? There's way too much fucking pressure, dude. Way too much pressure. Oh my God. I was stressed out like every single day. I felt like every minute of my life that I was relaxing, I was wasting my time. Oh, and not to mention, on top of all of that, there's like this huge amount of pressure in college to constantly be having fun. What the fuck's up with that? Like, people want to make everything in college seem fun, even studying. Like, people will romanticize midterms, you know what I mean? Like, people will go into the library and, like, you can always tell those girls that like watch those like study like dark academia playlists on YouTube, because they have the setup. Okay, they have their fucking iPad and their Japanese stationery and their MacBook Pro, and they're fucking typing away, like they're ready to go. And it's like, buddy, you're studying. Like, it's okay to not have fun when you're studying. Like, not everything needs to be aesthetic. You got kids sitting on the grass. College is the only time in your adult life where you're going to be expected to sit in grass that's full of ants and mosquitoes and still be having a good time. Like, why are we pretending like sitting in the grass in college is fun? Every single fucking college brochure has pictures of 19-year-olds sitting on the grass. Guys, this is Texas. Nobody sits on the fucking grass in Texas. It's disgusting. I don't know. Whatever. It's way too much. Way too much. People in college, I remember Halloween. Oh God, Halloween was just a terrible time because it would be during midterms. And it's Halloween, everyone's going to parties, and we're all going to these parties pretending like we don't have midterms coming up, pretending like we don't have anything to study for. Like, why are we partying right now? Like, why do we have to go to a party? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like, the way, like, in college I would like be cramming in fun activities in between important shit because I felt like I had to do it. I needed to do it, or I'll miss out. I had serious FOMO. It was so dumb. And you know what's crazy? I would always go to those things and I would never actually have fun because I'd be too busy thinking about my other deadlines. Oh my gosh. Anyways, now it's like I go to work, same time every day. I just do whatever bullshit my manager wants me to do. And then I just leave, and that's it. No homework, no midterms, no studying, no libraries. Now, if I go to the library, it's because I actually want to read a book. It's not because I'm trying to study for some torture method. It's not because I'm suffering. You know, it's honestly so convenient. Oh, you know another problem with college? The pressure to look hot is ridiculous. The thing I like about having a job is you just wear your fucking uniform. That's it. You wear your uniform and you go to work, or you wear like a dress code. You know what I mean? Like, you stick to a certain dress code and that's it. But in college, it's like you can't just wear a uniform. You gotta look good. You gotta look good because everybody in college is pretending like they're gonna meet the love of their life. Shut the fuck up. No, you're not. But everyone's pretending like, oh, I'm gonna meet the love of my life. So you gotta dress up. You gotta dress up to go to your fucking 8:30 a.m. class. Come on, be so fucking for real. Oh my god. Yeah. So I'm honestly, I feel way more relaxed than I thought I would be. I thought that when I start working, I would not be able to cope at all. But like, I feel surprisingly good about this because I have literally nothing else to do besides going to work. So now my time is my own. My friend texted me. They were like, "Hey, there's a thing on Friday. Do you want to go after our shift?" And I was like, "Yeah." And that's it. Like, there's no, oh, maybe I have an exam coming up. Oh, I just fucking do things now. Oh my god. Whose idea was it to go to school? Like, what? Oh my gosh. Fuck that. One of my friends is still in college. I feel bad for her. Like she's constantly telling me about all of her stress, and I'm like, you could just drop out. Just leave, bro. Like it's not worth it. No, I'm kidding. I'm just ranting. All right, I'm just rambling at this point. Okay. That's all. That's this video diary. Good.